Hey everyone, I just acquired this fixer-upper that needs a lot of work, but it also has a lot of great potential. The weather is not cooperating today, so we're going to try to do the exterior area pretty quickly. So on the outside of this house, it's covered with a lot of bricks, which looks very dated. So we're going to remove the bricks and finish it up with stucco to achieve a more modern look. On the front yard, the house has a really nice and wide frontage, which looks grand, but the front yard, there's no landscaping currently. There's a lot of weeds and it looks unkept. We're going to probably use sod and plants to dress it up. And this front path is red brick, and we're going to probably paint it to make it look more modern. On the windows, there are weathered green shutters, and this front door also looks very traditional. So both of which will be removed and replaced so that we can achieve a more updated look. Now let's check out the interior. On your left side is the kitchen, straight ahead is the living room, and on the right are the bedrooms and bathrooms. Right at the entrance, there's actually a huge hole in the wall that they just cover up with sheetrock. So we definitely need to patch it up here and make it look nice again. In this living room, there is a big skylight up there, and it brings in a lot of natural light. The focal point currently is this big fireplace and the built-in shelves, and neither of those look very appealing. So our plan is to remove them and probably reframe the fireplace and use an insert to upgrade it. And on the floors, there are very old school parquet floors, and they are also heavily damaged. Nobody really likes parquet floors anymore. We probably will replace them with new white plank hardwood floors. So this dining space is right off of the living room, and there's a very old chandelier that's got to go. And you see some recessed lights already in the living room, but they are smaller and are pretty old style, so we definitely have to replace those. Before we continue, I recently launched my coaching program, Transform Flipper Academy, and I teach my students the ins and outs about house flipping and help them achieve financial freedom through real estate investing. If you're interested, make sure you check it out at transformflipperacademy.com. There are 3 entry points to this kitchen, one from the hallway, the other from the dining room, and there's a third one from the additional living space off of it. Other than that, this kitchen is actually pretty closed up. There is a skylight that brings in good natural light, which is good, but there's some water damage in the ceiling that's causing the sheetrock to fall apart, so we definitely need to investigate and repair that. The cabinets in here are pretty old, and you can see some heavy usage on this one that's causing discoloration. And the countertops here are granite, and this is not in style anymore. They even use additional granite to create this breakfast nook area, but it's kind of sticking out and making this space feel more cramped. And they did use paneled fridge door, which is coming back in style, but this is pretty old looking, so we definitely have to gut everything in here and also make this space more functional than it is. We're thinking about removing this wall to create an open concept between the kitchen and the living room and dining room. It's going to improve the flow and make this space a lot more usable. This kitchen definitely has seen better days. This cabinet looks like it was kicked in, and it's broken from here, and then the appliance is missing a panel and the handle is falling apart. And on this side, the corner cabinet is missing the door. I also noticed that there's this bread cabinet, but the way it operates is kind of similar to the modern appliance garage, which is kind of interesting. This first bedroom is painted neon green all over, including the ceiling, and it has some weird stripes, so it's pretty ugly. We're going to replace this broken light fixture, remove the blinds, and attempt to refinish the hardwood floors, but there are some heavy stains in here and we may have to replace it all. So at the entrance of this first bedroom, there are some scratches on the door, and there's also some damage on the casing of the door, indicating some not normal wear and tear. We definitely need to replace the casing and the door because this door is not in style anymore. This second bedroom looks pretty rough too. Starting from this door, the handle is falling off the door and there's a hole in the wall that's kind of evidence that people were slamming the door on the wall and breaking the wall. There are a lot of holes and stains on the walls that need to be patched and repaired, and the flooring is in pretty poor condition with a lot of stains that I don't know if we would be able to salvage it. The closet and the built-in dresser are very old school, and we probably have to remove them altogether and build a new closet. This guest bathroom seems to have been gutted and is missing all the fixtures, but there's a vanity that's still new in the box that's ready for us to use, and it seems like the waterproofing in the shower has already been done and we just need to put in new tiles on the walls and the floors, so it actually saves us some work. This primary bedroom is pretty spacious and it's in the best shape compared to other rooms, but it's quite dark in here because it's rainy outside and we don't have any lighting. Our plan in here is to replace this chandelier, repaint the walls, and replace the old parquet floors. The primary bathroom looks kind of odd. The floor is exposed and the wall is partially open. This toilet is facing the vanity, and the vanity is really small and doesn't have any counter space. And the shower is pretty small sized as well. So in here, we're going to have to figure out a way to utilize the space better, and we probably are going to close up this door that opens to the backyard because it's not really necessary. This room off of the kitchen was added on by the previous owner, and it's actually all permitted space, so it's all legal square footage. And I like that there is a nice skylight. Over here, there are a few corners in this room that makes it a little odd. And there is a bathroom that's actually a full bath, but the configuration is kind of odd with the vanity diagonally situated. There's a lot of water on the ground, which shows that there's some water leak in there, and we definitely need to open up the walls and figure out the issue. The rest of the space can be used as an additional family room, and it's nice to have more living space to the house. This added bedroom has good space, and it just needs some easy upgrades, like a new light fixture, closet door replacement, and refinishing the hardwood floors. And on this side, we're considering adding another bathroom that's attached to this bedroom to make this another primary bedroom, and we can use the space that's really odd in the family room to expand it this way. This smaller room on this side was apparently used as an office before, and there are cabinets and desks that was built in. So these are of an older style and damaged somehow, so we are going to remove them all. And on this side, this little corner is perfect as a new closet, so we'll probably add a closet door here. This is a pretty good sized backyard, but it's really messy and needs a lot of cleaning up. From this side, there's an old jacuzzi there that will be removed, and we also plan to take out this storage shed because it looks very old on the outside. And then we are thinking about removing this nasty pool because it actually costs a lot more money to refinish it than to remove it. So once we do that, we'll have a lot of space in order to put in a lawn and some outdoor entertaining area. And then we're also going to put in an outdoor kitchen, so this would be a nice entertainment center.
You may not be able to tell from just the video, but this house is actually in a very nice part of town and a desirable neighborhood, so it's at a higher price point. The house is a complete mess and it needs a ton of work. But as usual, the bigger the disaster, the better the makeover. I'm super excited to get started, and I can't wait to show you how we'll transform it into a dream home. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to get notified when the after video is up. Now, it's almost time for the acquisition numbers. Don't go anywhere.
So after seeing how nasty this before is, let me share some numbers. We purchased this house for $2.5 million because it's in a pretty nice area and it's desirable. And we plan to put in about $200,000-300,000 into the renovation, and the after repair value is going to be well over $3 million. So there is some good margin in there. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. You probably first noticed the big skylight right up. Sorry. This guest bathroom seems to have been gutted, and it's missing all the fixtures. Okay, I'm sorry. With the vanity kind of on the vanity kind of